The UN Security Council is meeting against the backdrop of escalating tensions in Gaza amid the US brokered fragile ceasefire. Permanent observer of the state of Palestine to the UN, Riyad Mansour, has described Gaza as the bleeding heart of Palestine while criticizing Israel's actions. He further called on Israel to fully withdraw from Gaza. Meanwhile, the Israeli Defense Forces released footage of ongoing military operations in Rafah, southern Gaza, claiming that they are dismantling militant infrastructure in Rafah's so-called Yellow Line area. Furthermore, the armed wing of the Palestinian militant group Islamic Jihad has said that it has recovered the body of one of the last 3 remaining Israeli hostages. However, there has been no announcement yet on the planned transfer of the body to Israel. Meanwhile, Gazans are facing renewed displacement fears as Israeli forces mark a new withdrawal line in Gaza City. Several residents woke up to find yellow concrete blocks on their doorsteps, pushing the perilous yellow line closer to homes. They said that they have been displaced multiple times over the last 2 years and have nowhere to go now.
وسط الدمار وسط النزوح هذا هاي المرة 27 أنزح أنا لوين أروح أنا وين أروح لا معايا خيمة ولا معايا شادر ولا معايا أي حاجة وين نروح ولا أدنى مقومات الحياة لا في مية ولا في شرب ولا في أكل ولا في أي حاجة ولا حد بيطلع لنا.
The Gaza Humanitarian Foundation, a US and Israel-backed aid group, has ended its operations in Gaza. The move follows months of controversy, with several Palestinians killed while seeking food at GHF sites amid accusations of Israeli violence and unsafe conditions. However, the UN, which refused to partner with Gaza Humanitarian Foundation, insists that its own operations remain unaffected. And there's more on this from our correspondent, my colleague Susan, who sent us this report from New York.
Here at the United Nations on Monday, the Security Council held its monthly briefing on the Middle East with a heavy focus on the Gaza ceasefire and the implementation of President Trump's 20-point plan. UN officials said that the ceasefire remains fragile, with ongoing sporadic clashes on the one hand and a recent Israeli strike on November 18th on the other. Many council members agreed, Russia included. The United States, however, maintains that despite the challenges, peace is closer now than ever before, saying ensuring Hamas doesn't play a role in a future Gaza is tantamount to reaching that goal. Council members called on both Israel and Hamas to be fully committed towards the second phase of the plan, which includes disarming Hamas, further IDF withdrawal, and the deployment of a new international stabilization force. The humanitarian situation in Gaza dominated much of the meeting, with the UN warning that winter rains have destroyed thousands of tents and that aid flow remains far below the daily minimum needed. The Council also flagged escalating situations not only in the West Bank, but also rising regional tensions from Lebanon to Iran. Susan Tehrani reporting from New York for WION World is One.